everyone. My name is Sirit, and I'm excited to have you join my new series, Learn to Lead. Now, a little bit about myself. I am a doer. I get things done, I deliver results, and that's served me quite well in the past. Um, I was at one point asked to manage people, and I thought to myself, well, this is great. I am a strong individual performer, and I can absolutely get more work done at a faster pace of time if I have more people. And as it turns out, managing people is hard. There's an art and a science to it. And besides having the perseverance and hard work and knowing your trade, you also need emotional intelligence, and you need your sphere of influence and all of that good stuff. And I felt very unprepared for it. So I said to myself, I'm going to take a training. And I took trainings. And it didn't really help me as much as I thought it would help me. It didn't really answer some of my very real concerns and questions and struggles of becoming a leader. And I also started to think and wonder, the people who are training me have they gone through the process of developing themselves as leaders, in a corporate arena? So in response to that, I created a series, Learn to Lead, where I talk to real leaders who share their real stories. These are the people I consider successful, inspirational. They come from different backgrounds, they in different industries, and they have a wealth of experience. And I've synthesized this conversation with these leaders into core traits that I believe are required to become a great leader. And so each week I will publish one core trait that is important to becoming a leader. And so the core trait for this week is being authentic. Now, there's a lot of trainings out there that tell you to be authentic, which is great. But they also tell you to change aspects about yourself. So case in point, some of them will ask you to wear chunky jewelry, ask you to wear heels, ask you to get rid of that tattoo or hide it. Or if you're a man, don't wear an earring. Basically, they ask us to change or hide things about ourselves that make us imperfectly unique and individual. Because honestly, in leadership positions, there's not many people who look like that, right? And my question and my challenge to this is the following. How do you tell someone to be authentic but not too authentic? Or how do you dial down or modulate your authenticity? So these are the questions I had, because in my mind, who you are at the dinner table is who you are in a conference room. And so to put this confusion and all these questions to rest, I partnered with my leader-in-chief, Yakut, to tell us, her story about being authentic and learning how to lead even when she was not seen as a leader. And so a little about Yakut. She is a retired C-suite executive. She's held many prestigious positions within Citibank. She's, had the title of the Chief Third-Party Risk Officer. She's had the title of the Global Head of Enterprise Infrastructure Risk Management. And today she's a member of many, many boards for women. So I was very excited to talk to her and to hear her story. And I hope you enjoy the same.
When I moved to New York after we got married, I reapplied to City in New York, and my husband and I were staying at a hotel. I didn't have a lot of clothes to wear to interviews. Anyway, I went on an interview on a hot August day, and I had the proper suit with a skirt and high heels. Went to New York from New Jersey. It was very hot. The next day, I had another interview, and I had blisters and everything. I said to my husband, I'm not going to wear the same suit and the high heels. So I wore slacks and a blazer, sort of matching, but not a suit, and some flat shoes, comfortable, very nice looking. My husband said, now remember, this is 1984, when women did not wear slacks. He said to me, are you sure you want to go on an interview like this? And I said, absolutely. If people don't want to hire me because of how I look, that's too bad. So I went to the interview. It was a female who interviewed me, some senior person. And I remember going into uh, her office, she gave me a look. She was like, seriously, you're coming to this interview with slacks and not even a suit or nothing? And I remember sitting down and I immediately brought up the topic after the hi, hello. I said, listen, I know you're looking at me saying, why is she wearing this? There are some very real reasons as to why I'm wearing this. But by the way, if you're not going to hire me because of what I'm wearing today, it's your loss. You really need to. She hired me. She hired me. So there's a lesson learned there. You have to be authentic, yeah, but you have to also explain to people why you're breaking the rules. In the 80s, I think the mentality among all the working women, particularly in the banking world, I can speak to, was that they could get ahead if they look like men. So we were wearing all these suits. Of course, it had to be a skirt suit with these bow ties because we wouldn't wear a tie, but it was something close to it. We looked like a bunch of robots, wannabes. We just wanted to look like men because we thought we could somehow get ahead. One of the things I learned in life is if you really want to stand out, be different. Don't be like everybody else. If you're going to have a bracelet around your ankle, whatever, do it because that's what you like, not because that's what everybody else does. So I think we all judge a book by its cover, but I think we learn to get much, much better at it over time, because we do read a lot of books over time. So we understand the covers a lot more. That doesn't mean we don't judge. We all have our unconscious bias and so on and so forth, another topic to talk about. But yeah, I think if you want to really stand out, be different for the right reasons because it's you. And don't try to fit in because then you'll be one among many, many others who act and look just like you, only you won't be genuine, you won't be authentic, and nobody's going to pay attention to you.
And that's such great.
And there you go, folks. Yakut said it best. Be genuine, be different, but for the right reasons. Be who you are. Don't change aspects about yourself that you love. And when you do break the rules, make sure you communicate and tell your story, because by doing that, you might inspire someone to share their story. And just like in Yakut's case, where the senior manager hired her, despite her not wearing a suit, things may work out for you as well. So I hope you enjoyed this story and series today. And if you did, do share the love and do comment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.